Just starting ride at South Canoe. Definitely gets the heart going right out of the parking lot. So here on Climb Trail, it's 66 meters up and 700 meters is the only distance I've traveled from the. That's the end of Climb Trail, Moose, and Deer Trail, and so you can go left to Troll Trail and then up to Gypsy Tears and that sort of thing, Prudential, Crosscut. Or you can go right, which is where I'm going, and you can take Undercut, which goes across kind of the bottom of the middle section of trails at South Canoe, and it kind of splits the upper trails from the lower trails. Undercut here, like most trails at South Canoe, is more cross-country in style. Lots of up and down, as you can see. You see it's a little different than the Rubberhead ride. It's very much cross-country. I'd say in sections, as you can see, a little more rooty. Not all over the place, but certainly sections of it are. And that does tend to take more of the legs for just those pieces. But overall, Rubberhead is, I would say, a little harder. This is a particularly punchy part because you come into it without any speed. Then it turns into Triangle Trail. So I will end up coming down from the left towards the end of the ride, but I still got to get all the way to the very, very top. This next section, they logged it about a year ago, as you can see. And so this trail right here, this section, used to go through nice forest like I've been riding on. And then, you know, industry's got to do what industry does. So they've completely logged this and slashed it. The trail's still there, it's just the scenery's not as nice. So I'm just going to go up Sin Caballos, and as cross-country trails go here at South Canoe, it's actually one of my favorites. I like actually riding it both directions because it's nice. Kind of gets tight and twisty, and going up it, which is what I'm doing right now, is kind of fun. And then coming down, it's not a fast trail, but I like how nice and twisty it is, which makes it pretty interesting. And of the trails kind of in the Calgary, Kananaskis area, it's actually probably closest to the Nordic Center, Canmore Nordic Center, because, you know, the Nordic Center, if you climb up to the top, it's quite a bit of straight up, and then, you know, you take EKG or something like that, you got some nice kind of flowy, tight up and down cross-country trails, and that's a lot of what this is like. Finished in Caballos, and now I'm going to head up Bear Right. This is another trail that I like to do both directions. It's a nice climb with switchbacks and that, which also makes it a fun descent Other than, again, you can't get too much speed coming into the switchbacks because some of them are pretty tight. So I've just gone up a few switchbacks. This is the end of Bear Right. Coming out to where you can cross the road. If you were to turn left here, it would go up to the tower. I normally go that way and then take Mo Buddha. But today I'm actually going to go up Factual Acts, which is right here. I've never climbed this. I always come down it because it's quite a nice, fun, flowy descent. But I thought today would be kind of fun to ride up it instead. Factual Acts, they've got a few little jumps and that sort of thing. Still on Factual Acts. Now climbed 300 meters in just a little over 5 kilometers. So that's about a, bugs here, that's about a 6% grade, but on average, but it's really a bunch of mellow followed by a bunch of punchy stuff. Just up here there's a rock garden, and I normally come the other way. This will be my first time doing it this direction, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like. But I do know that it's been dumbed down a little from prior years, because you can kind of ride to the edge if you want, which I think is kind of unfortunate because it really was a interesting section. So it's definitely a little fun section here. I'm doing the standing up right now, and I'm in too easy of a gear, unfortunately, but it's too late to shift. So I made it through that. Get up over these roots. Almost through. There we go. So through the rock garden, and now on to Mo Buddha, which goes across to the tower effectively. So you can then, if you're so inclined, take lower schizo down, or you can go up Flipside and climb some more, which is what I'm going to do. But there's this section of Mo Buddha, there's going to be some nice little flow coming up. Just got to get across a couple bridges here and some little rooty sections. Just coming into a little slightly faster section of Mo Buddha. See the fog down there? This is the end of Mo Buddha, where it comes together with a couple of different trails. Flipside kind of starts out here in the trees, which is kind of fun, nice and dark. And then it comes out into what used to be a cut walk where it had been logged, I'm not sure how long ago. And the trail kind of goes up through there, so you're more exposed to the sun and that. But you can see where this had to have been an old cut block, just by the size of the trees. Salmon Arm down below is all fogged in. So just finishing up Flipside. We've gone 7.9 kilometers and 418 meters. Now, this is the little skid road that goes up to KC Reloaded if you're going down, or Lumpy, or you can keep going up Sweet Tears, which will take you to Coffee Time. Sweet Tears goes up this cut block. switchbacks back and forth. Just on Sweet Tears, almost done. Climbed up from down there, and here we are. Here we are at the very top, 520 meters climbed, and time for coffee time. Coffee time, there's two lines. I took the jump line, so there wasn't much to see. This is now KC Reloaded, and this is lots of fun. It's a lot like this off the bat. It's tight and twisty. You're not going to get a ton of speed, or at least I'm not. Got to pay attention to what's going on through here. Ridge looks okay. Still on KC Reloaded. Definitely feeling the legs on this descent. Up there. Finished KC Reloaded, and this is now going to go up Gypsy Tears, which is a like it's a two-way trail like all of them here, but I think it's primarily people climb it. So it's I think it's only about a kilometer and a bit maybe distance, and we'll see how much we climb here. So I'm at 525 right now, so we'll see what it is when we finish, but I think it'll be about 6. Here on Gypsy Tears, there's this funky little bridge. Obviously you don't have to ride it if you're not comfortable with this kind of stuff. Just carry on. Just finishing Gypsy Tears. There's the tower, which marks the upper and lower. So I've now gone 624 meters elevation. So Gypsy Tears was right about 100 meters. So this is Bear Den. I actually almost never ride this. I'm not sure why. The route that I like to go is over to Caballos, so I really don't ride this much. We're on Bear Den still. It's actually kind of a fun trail. I've gone up it before. I'm not sure this might be the first time I've gone down it. I just finished Bear Den. Now I'm going back on Upper Triangle, and then I'm going to get on to Crosscut to head kind of back to the parking lot. We get a little bit of nice flow through here. It's still a bit of up and down, but it's kind of fun. So now we're getting on to Crosscut, which is honestly kind of more of the same. Bit of up, bit of down. This is one of my favorite sections of Crosscut. Just kind of cool through here. Going to cut through the trees. That they put into Crosscut. This was in last year. So finished Crosscut. This is the start of the Flying Nun. Well, I didn't really record much of the Flying Nun, but here we are all done. That was 660 meters of elevation climbing, 17.85 kilometers.